feel like this was definitely not researched. If they wanted to have the better option, I think it would have been Towers of Doom. They're, again, as I said, 0-6 on it, Miracle is.
Because Miracle has that really strong, powerful weapon of Dami on Kerrigan. That's one thing that we all know. It's super powerful for Miracle. GG, maybe they brought the answer for themselves. That's why they're going for this map.
This is actually Miracle's pick. They did take the map pick. Miracle took the map pick instead of first ban. So that's why. Oh, no, sorry. That's GG. My bad. I got really hyped there for a second. Okay, no. See, this doesn't make any sense to me, though, because, like you said, you have the opportunity to take Miracle's worst map. It's not like worst map. Like, they're like 2 and 3 on the map. It's like 0-6. You know that Dami is one of the best Kerrigans in the world. You have the ability to run Vala on this map too, with the Zarya and the Ariel, which we've seen so many times out of Miracle. This is not one of the maps that Miracle has crushed, but they have really cool styles on this map that work well for them. They're 3 and 3 on the map. Just feels like a mistake for me when I look at this. And they also get first pick, so that means they are forced to ban the Kerrigan, or perhaps Miracle just takes it.
I think it's also partially because they're going for all that strong team fighting comp only, and mostly this series. And Towers of Doom, of course, where macros matter so much. I think Miracle has an upper hand going in, so maybe that was the other option going into Inferno Shrine was a better choice they made. And I think they're possibly thinking of Zeratul plus Diablo Day, that VP APOC combo. I think it's going to work super strong, especially when they're fighting in the Shrine.
If they get it. I don't think they're going to get it. I'm going to see Gul'dan come down as the first ban.
I think it's a very good ban, but not for GG. I don't think it's a target ban.
Now, see, if you ban Kerrigan, Dami gets Zeratul, though. So, think about that, too. I mean, I think this is a bad map choice for GG. Let's see if they can make it work. I'm not trying to say the game is over just from map choice alone, but feels like an error here. Let's see if they go ahead and grab the Zeratul. I think there's a high chance they just lock it in. It's going to be Vala. Another strategy we've talked about. Both the Zarya and the Tassadar can't be taken away.
And Mouth, very likely. We saw Jaehyun's perfect roots come out, even with Vala. But this time, Miracle's going to have a lot more protection. Tassadar and Zarya is open.
Could be a Tass Ariel here, who's insanely strong.
Or even Zarya or Ariel. Any from those 3.
Miracle has been way more successful with this than GG has been with their APOC Void combo. So it's like, it feels like in this 5th game on this map, both teams are going down the path of, this is my trump card, this is my best style. There's the Tass Ariel. It's like, I'm godlike at Vala with the Trinity, and GG's like, I'm godlike with Void APOC. And when you compare the two, it feels like the Vala Trinity is stronger, but GG's still confident to run this path, to pick this map, and they've got everything they want. That's why this draft is going so quickly.
I think both teams have what they want, and they want to bring their best, and of course, good on Zeratul, Jaehyun on Furion, Hooligan on Diablo.
Yeah, it feels like everybody gets their comfort pick here.
And it doesn't really overlap with Miracle at all.
This could be a Muradin ban. We've seen more success with ETC on this map, but if you want to take that away from Hong Kong, it's been really aggressive with the avatars. It'd be good. They look to ban the Ragnaros, which has been used sometimes with this composition for the extra control of the Shrine phase to get those extra skeletal defenders to poke and delay.
Also very strong solo Shriner. I think that was a very thoughtful ban.
The problem for GG2 in this is if Miracle knows, as we do, that this will likely be a Diablo pick, with this rotation because of the first pick, they could just ban it right here. It doesn't mean that GG loses the game, but I think exactly what they're looking for is taken away with a Diablo ban right now for Miracle. They're not even going to hover the ban. Let's see what they decide. Alternatively, it could be the ETC ban themselves.
Some other options will be Johanna.
Yes.
For the blind and also that wave clear.
That's really the best options. With Gul'dan already removed, there's not much else that's going to pair with what GG has done here. I think the Diablo ban is perfect. And it's Falstad.
Instead, they had some troubles against that Gust coming out from Mujay's Falstad. I think that's going to work in favor of GG instead.
Yes. This is a ban I
don't
that
think
GG is
GG
happy
was
about.
GG was considering Falstad too much.
I think that the Li Ming and Diablo here is incredibly strong. They already have the pairing with the roots for Diablo in the early game. So what happens when an unstoppable force hits an immovable object? Both these teams get the exact drafts they want. If GG doesn't go down the Diablo path, I'll be a little bit puzzled, to be honest with you, G-Clef.
Diablo and Leoric once more could be possible for the last pick. I think it's
tough with no Gust, though.
Yeah, tough with no Gust, but they can still make it work with BP and APOC. Let's see. They still need a very good, solid DPS for themselves. Sergeant Hammer, maybe.
Greymane?
Again,
Is this going to be the Tyrael?
I'm guessing.
No. Okay, it's Diablo still. So they get the
still,
Diablo.
They can still fit in Tyrael at the very end. But their Shrine, the race for Shrine will be very slow compared to Miracle, as they already have Testars, Storm, and Vala.
Miracle can go Tyrael Arthas. It's going to be Tyrael ETC. Look at the composition of Miracle and tell me that's not the most terrifying thing you have ever seen in your entire life.
You can never take down that Vala unless you do something crazy.
Like, tell me that's not the scariest draft that's ever been created in
you have to
Heroes of
VP
Storm.
the rest except for Vala and then just take down Vala. That is the only option I think.
And power for Vala, shields for Vala, good front line, good tanking, strong early game, Mosh Sank combo.
Even more speed, even more attack
speed.
Basically everything that Vala needs.
Look at, I mean, you will... we saw the opposite earlier, but generally speaking, you will never be able to be as aggressive with Diablo as you'd like to against an ETC. Jaehyun's roots are going to have to be godlike again.
Now, what's this last pick going to be? I think they were considering for Tyrael. Now it's taken away from them.
It may be an Arthas pick to counter the Tyrael, but then they're stuck with only the Greymane for the damage. Could work.
Maybe they want to have more CC coming in.
Oh,
Lunara
boy.
counter to Vala, but with that shield and heal coming out from Ariel and Tastar, is that going to be enough? I think it's going to be very tough.
It's going to be very difficult. It's all about this poke into getting the secured kills with Greymane. Good is going to be able to harass. Oh my god, this is... I feel like the comp of Miracle is so strong. I feel like they have... It's so consistent. It's so good for the map. They got everything they wanted. This is why I'm surprised GG would pick this map. There's two different styles that Miracle is so good at. It's the Kerrigan with the Vala and the Ariel, or just the straight-up Trinity with the Vala. You can't deny both when you give this map to Miracle and first pick, but Lunara seems to be a good response so far. This is it. It all comes down to game number 5. Let's jump into it on Infernal Shrines. In blue, GG, BDG on Greymane, Jaehyun on Malfurion, Good on Zeratul, Hooligan on Diablo, and Ujay on Lunara.
And in red, MVP Miracle, Hunkana on ETC, Dami on Tyrael, Sniper on Tastar, Crazy moving on Vala, Darvish on Ariel.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. It all comes down to one fifth and final game. I'm pretty hyped, if you couldn't tell, G-Clef.
Even Block Party, Hunkana, they really want to protect Vala
Everything.
all the way. Even giving some blocks to Vala with using the trait of ETC.
It's going to be a passive early game. There's so much CC on both sides, obviously with the Diablo grabs and ETC power slide. Look at the escort. Just imagine Vala is the biggest glass cannon you've ever seen, but it's trapped inside an impermeable box made of plasma shields. And it can still fire from the inside. Power slide comes in, but here's the counter charge from Hooligan. This is crazy. I mean, quite literally, you could not draft two teams with their exact comfort picks more than you could with these two. It's insane. I know a lot of Western fans know GG, but this is the style they've been showing since their very first week of HGC Korea. The Void Diablo Apocalypse combo with Good on the Zeratul. Very good harassment if you've been watching the earlier series. You can see how well he sniped Sniper on Dragonshire, for example. So
Also with all their heroes like Jaehyun on Furion and also Hooligan on Diablo, there's just so much history behind their picks. And how many times they've actually played it competitively in Korea alone. And Hooligan gets caught in the power slide.
Okay.
Defensive route to actually save him for the moment.
Needs another heal. Does get it at the last second. Darvish is also very, very low.
Great targeting onto Ariel, but heals continuously come in. But there's a power slide to... Wow.
Hooligan going too deep, though.
He's going to sacrifice. He knows that Crazy Balloon was a damage source, and then instead of having 2 kills, he's going to sacrifice himself by charging into Vala, so she can't do damage to his teammates. What a sacrifice there.
All right, good going for this clear down here. He's actually getting away with it right now. Even though it was a 1-for-1 trade with this extra trading here, I think it's actually a pretty big win for GG, as Miracle couldn't set up on the Shrine just yet. They're going to now. Diablo's an incredible solo Shriner. They have the poke from Ujay's Lunara as well. So it's not like either team has a massive lead, but obviously if you can protect the Vala, that's why she's so strong on this map, is to just sit there and clear. Both Darvish and Sniper very far away from the Vala right now, but he's just zoned this wave out. There's no way that GG can approach. Hooligan's trying to sneak around the backside. I think he's actually got a grab down here. It's on to Dami.
They're going to try to look for picks with Diablo Malfurion rotation.
So they're just winning the macro game here in terms of soaking. They're going to soak extra and just defend this push. With Greymane poke and Lunara, this first Immortal, or, you know, Punisher shouldn't do too much damage. They're even going to invade and steal this
This
siege
is actually
camp.
super smart. They will have the camp pressure at the bottom lane and also middle lane, and when the Punisher comes up to the top lane, they can all rotate up and defend. And the first Punisher is not going to be the strongest one.
Nope, it's Frozen Punisher. Nengi in Korean. He's going to come over here now, and Ujay's already in position. Drops right on top of him. Just going to drag him into the keep, actually, the fort. Doing so much, like barely even autoed at all, that Punisher. So this is just going to be a wall for Miracle. But the extra soak is really powerful on the other side.
Yep, that's right. But still with ETCs,
like
trade Vala attacking so quickly into that wall.
Good almost got a whole wall himself. I'm just going to get this extra soak down here in the bot lane. Not going to miss a single minion of this wave. Going to get all 7. 7 minions in a wave if you're ever counting. See if someone missed them or not, so you could know.
The real question is Ujay's Lunara, how comfortable he is on this hero, and what kind of positioning is he willing to do against a strong comp. If he's overextend just a little bit, he does not have protections like Vala does for Miracle. So if Nara falls behind, the sustained damage of flashy plays coming out look good there. The sustain will actually lack so much for GG.
The last time we saw the Lunara was BDG. He's now playing the Greymane. So the same amazing Lunara plays we saw are not going to necessarily be seen here. I think this is going to be the leap to look for the extra mobility. Hold that thought. Look at this. How well can she survive? Like, how much can she survive through? Not enough. Not enough heals there.
No
Only Darvish. Yep, no TAS.
No TAS, no T-Real for extra shielding. So very good there. And Ujay catching on to right target to do poison damage. That was just enough. They need these picks up. They wanted this from the beginning. Yep,
they clear the Giants. Actually looking for more here now into Darvish. He doesn't have that much hope. They're going to push this really hard, actually. Tyrael is getting extra soak top, but this is going to be more significant, the wall, as it pushes them closer and closer to 10 for the next phase. They actually still haven't fully dealt with those siege caps. Okay, it just died there. It's on screen. I guess it was probably really low on health. Good, just going to harass here a little bit. Doesn't want to go too deep on the harassment. But look at Hooligan. He's actually ready there waiting for the Eldruins, but no one there to follow up. Ujay just didn't want to commit, as everyone's here now, including Hong Kono, which would have been the death of Ujay had he actually dove in there. Good's going to get the last of these minions here, only missing 1 in the wave. Keeping them ahead in EXP. They're only half a bar away from level 10 now.
I think this is the way to go for GG. They don't even have to use Falstad or Dehaka for themselves to have the global ability. They can just have Zerg for themselves and make him split soak, go clear those waves, and not really miss any EXP. And Good has been doing that pretty well compared to his Dehaka.
Yeah. As you can see, when Dami just clears this normally to push the lane, because of the shields he's using to push that, very few minions die. Look, only 1 died again, so he only misses 1 minion on this wave when he rotates over, so he gets 6 of the 7. So he's getting like 90% of each wave anyways in EXP. He's just coming in a little bit quicker. They have 10 now. They have the Void APOC combo with the leap. This is actually really extended here. They may actually just find themselves Void Prisoned if they're not careful. 10's ready now for Miracle. They have Sank, which can be a counter to this. Ooh, they see good. They see the Shimmer. Punisher is taken here for GG. And it's Miracle actually finds themselves split soaking on that one to get the 10. This is going to go directly to the forts. This is going to be a more effective Punisher. And Miracle's taking the long way around, the very safe path. Always keep your eyes on good. He's going to look for the Void. Look at the stack up. They cannot be standing on top of each other like this or it's going to be disastrous.
That's right, and the support is already gone. And
oh, look at this. Look at this. He's coming in. They have the pings. They ping him. Here's a double.
And there's an APOC connecting. The stun is on.
Oh, the silence there as well, but a good Aegis onto Crazy moving. So much protection on Bala. Now the Sanctification. Bala is just unkillable in this team comp, and they're going to turn this around and kill Hooligan. Lots of poison damage, but Wu-Jay, can he get out? He uses Leap for that extra mobility, but he goes down. It's going to be a big kill here for MVP Miracle. Bala is just not to be killed, man. It's not going to happen like that. They need to actually lock more members down for that to work. You can see the Void was not as good as they wanted. Only hit 2.
Only hit 2, and the shields coming in was just amazing. Their health was just not going down at all, even after all those CC chains and damage coming out from GG.
Okay, Good is actually really pushed forward, but he knew he was going to get out with his blink. It's not enough CC to lock him down completely.
Also, Lunara getting caught by that Parsley right after. See, no protection on your 8.
I just want to say that Miracle is forced to roam together because of their composition. If they're not together, they're not safe. That's why we had that earlier pick off of Vala. And this is why GG is always sending someone, this time it was actually Hooligan, to go top to get the extra soak. If they all stay together, they're going to miss soak eventually, or they're going to have to send someone like Dami to the top to clear it. While he's gone, Vala's a little bit more vulnerable. And because GG takes the initiative on this faster rotation, they're going to have that moment where it's 5v4. They're going to be able to take a fight eventually. This could be it. Void's ready, so is APOC, and Dami is not here. Miracle needs to really reconsider being this far out. Okay, Good's not here either, though. He's actually up in the top lane. So they're not going to look for the Void, not this time.
Soaking up with the EXP, all the Wisp at the bottom lane. This Crazy moving takes a significant amount of damage from Wu-Jay alone.
Yeah, but he's just healed up immediately right afterwards. When the shields expire, he's got this brief window of time where he's vulnerable. That's why they want to make sure that those don't stack up too much. Kind of stagger them a little bit just to make sure he's alive. Okay, the Punisher will spawn in the mid this time.
With the win for the last team fight, Miracle has a slight advantage in the EXP, and they will first take control of the positioning of the Shrine.
13-13. This game is dead even right now in terms of EXP. Big cocktail damage coming out. Just constant hope for Oriel. She has such a low cooldown that she kind of has unlimited mana and unlimited healing. So even these pokes just eventually get counteracted. Good is trying to push this lane, again, forcing the macro side of things instead of taking a straight-up fight to force them away so that they can actually start to win this Shrine. Wu-Jay doing a lot of damage here.
Kona tries to come to say APOC is already pumped, but great Aegis to stall that from happening.
Ooh, Sank comes out, the Void comes out after. It's not going to be a huge combo here. They look for the silence. Doesn't really hit anybody at all. Hooligan coming in, another dash attempt. Crazy moving is the target, but he just has so much healing. And this is going to be a moment where when GG looks back at this, I guarantee you, win or lose, you're going to either hear my commentary with you or the Korean commentators all asking the same question. Why would you ever pick this map into MVP Miracle? And they have this strong ball that they've shown so many times that's working out so well for them here. You can only do so much for the rotations because the Punishers are going to start scaling better and better into the late game. And they can avoid these fights, they can avoid these objectives for a long amount of time, but they can't do it forever. When they lose these team fights, they lose members. Now the soak is against them. They're behind in EXP. They're splitting off to try to get 2 forts out of this Punisher. It's the Arcane Punisher, it's the strongest one. And this cool tactic of ignore the fight and out macro Miracle was cute in the beginning. It was really powerful, it was strong, but now doesn't feel very useful.
And compared to how comfortable they should be picking on the hero, GG feels very, very rushed to target down onto Vala. Maybe Ariel could be the better target when it comes to, when you think about the long-term fighting. But last time, the hands really didn't clap together. The Twilight Dream didn't connect after the Void Prison. So maybe next time is what they were looking for, and that they need to work together to bring that team fight together.
I like how you put it. The hands didn't quite clap together, and that's essentially what occurred. You know, you need two of these to combo. The Void needs to be with the APOC or the Twilight Dream. There are games you can win without. Oh, hold that thought! Oh man, this is going to be an immediate dimensional shift from Tassar. That's going to be on cooldown for a while. But I was going to say there are games you can win without winning a single team fight or without winning a single objective. But with this comp from GG, I don't think this is going to be one of them. They have to be able to team fight. The way to do that, I think, is going to be from the hands clapping with the amazing combos, or by getting a pick, somehow finding one of these important supports. Dami's been splitting off a lot. Maybe collapse onto Dami, get the kill onto him. Maybe take that 5v4 where there's no sanctification. Moves like this are going to be required to fight them. If they fight 5v5 and Vala has all this support, Crazy Moon just will not die. We've seen it already so many times. It's just impossible, virtually, with the comp that GG has given to MVP Miracle.
Yeah, with the 16 on Miracle, they will have the talent lead for some time, as they're fully entire level up compared to GG. And GG with that, knowing that they have been pushing themselves into a little bit more dangerous. Tamer Strike actually helping Hooligan. Not getting hit by the Power Spike for now. They have everything available, but Zeratul is away. So they know they have to be careful, really not make that strong engage.
Looks like they just want to delay here. Perhaps have good.
They hit 16,
soak.
but
yeah, they hit 16. Or is it going to have him try to solo Shrine? No, he's coming down. This is going to be try to surprise Miracle. Oh, they're just going for the APAC already. They're trying to target down Ariel this time. But look at this. She ages herself their shields. Darvish survives. Crazy Moon does damage the entire time. There's the kill on Hooligan. And all of this while, Good was not there. And what is he going to do? Void now? It's too late. The Sanctification and the Mosh. 2 more kills for MVP Miracle. BDG should be able to get out of this one. But Lunara does not. In fact, Holy Ground available now. I don't think BDG does either. This may actually be game.
The patient was the key. Good was coming down, but Diablo was a little bit early and he had to press that R button instead. And by the time Good arrived at the team fight, he arrived and he got caught by the Mosh. He danced and that's all he did.
Sometimes you miss the high five. Sometimes the hands don't clap together, G-Clef. And this is going to be a dead keep. Respawn's coming out here. The desync on the late respawn for BDG is painful. 20 seconds left. I know that this game doesn't end, the core doesn't go down, but it can't help but feel like if this continues, the game is already over. GG cannot fight. They're losing every single fight, every single exchange. Now they have, on top of their inability to fight, the lack of extra soak, the lack of extra pressure they were trying to use in the early game. Now they have catapults pushing bot, and Miracle's just going to safely back off, soak all of these lanes to try to push for 20 and hit this Punisher that's going to be in the top lane. The Punisher will come out.
We just saw the power of Ariel coming into the team fight. When the focus is on to one target, she can ages herself and all the teammates as she wishes, even if it's Vala or Tasta or ETC. That's the power of Ariel, and also stalls a lot of time.
It's almost like it should be focusing on 2 targets. I don't even know if that doesn't really even make sense.
I don't think
like,
they have enough damage.
They don't, so it just doesn't really work. Good's caught here, actually. If they lose anybody, this game ends immediately.
Good as Blink.
He gets out. They want to fight before 20. Void is available. Those Miracles, look at how they split, though. They do not want to get multi-voided.
The Good will need to have some super clutch plays to turn this around.
All right, Hooligan. Oh, that is not the APOC they were looking for. 100-second cooldown on that one. They're going to have to fight without it. Is it even possible? They're going to need the biggest Twilight Dream of the Void.
This is the last chance for them, and they through one of their chances, and they still have some chances left. Good would need to have a perfect Void Prison.
They need a four-man silence to win this fight. Trying to chunk down Crazy Moon right now.
But so much shield and healing coming back for himself. As Hooligan will be
He's
alone.
caught. He's caught. They need to use the Void. They need to use it. Hooligan is going to go down if there's no help here. He's detainment striked. Good trying to look for the kill into Dami. They get Dami. It's a 1-for-1 trade on the tanks. This is going to be a 1 Punisher now. The fight is going against GG. Uj, can he escape? Crazy Moon's on the chase. The leap is not going to save him. And now all they have for damage is BDG. He has to back off, and the core is under attack. I think this is game over, G-Clef.
And Miracle just hit 20. All they need to do is maybe get this punishment, maybe even rush down to the bottom and look for that core, or just destroy the keep and look for a longer game. But Hooligan really needs to have his patience here. Pressing on that APOC before the Void Prison is really costing them big every time.
I don't want to be a downer, but even if he hits the perfect combo this time, when he respawns, it's going to be up in 12 seconds. They're going to be down 2 keeps no matter what. They're fighting against 20. And even if they get a full wipe, they have to walk through a whole keep and keep wall to get the counter kill. It's possible, theoretically. A good cannot actually go down early here.
Oh.
Bolt used! Yes, ice block.
For the time being, but that's not going to be enough. Twilight Dream does not connect. There's the Mosh to actually get everything
this
done.
is going to be it. This is going to be the APOC they're looking for, but the Aegis comes down. And again, it is just too much healing. Crazy Moving is totally protected. This game is now over as BDG is trying to do what he can to delay the inevitable, but there's no way he can do anything to kill Crazy Moving. Good. Has Void, but what is he going to use it for? He dies before he even can. And MVP Miracle will take this series 3-2. GG. I personally feel very strongly this map pick was a big mistake, and it's going to cost them the best of 5. GG.
GG and MVP Miracle will take the series at the end, and they will step up to 5th place. Now switching over from, and GG will drop down to 6th, where Miracle was before. That was a close series for both.